On Midsummer's Eve, I walked across Seaton Moor, finishing up on the coast at Seaham Hall Beach. Even in the evening it was t-shirt weather, with people in the sea. 6 months on, today is the winter solstice. We're going to do more or less the same journey in reverse, starting from the beach. No t-shirts or paddling in the sea today. Although, as ever, there are sea glass collectors. This little burn, just a trickle at midsummer, is now in full flow. Okay, let's go. Past Seaham Hall, where Lord Byron married Anne Milbank in 1815. Down the road named Lord Byron's Walk, and across the Durham Coast Railway line. Did Byron ever actually walk this road? Who knows? We'll take to the woods at this point. I don't know the name of this burn. It seems to eventually join with the Seaton burn, which we'll encounter later in the journey. We're coming up to the main road between Sunderland and Seaham. The burn goes through a culvert. And we head off into the sun. We turn left here. We'll be pretty much heading into the sun from now on. We turn right here and head towards Seaton. The A19. And look, there's an eddy. Sorry. For those who may not know, eddy stowbarred lorries. Spotting them used to be something of a cult thing. Each one has a different, female name. I couldn't see what that one was called. Anyway. This footpath will take us into the heart of Old Seaton Village. Leaving the village now. heading down into the valley of the Seaton Burn. And here it is, the Seaton Burn. There's a path through a birch wood which seems to follow the course of the burn. No time to follow it far today though. As the man said, the woods are lovely, dark and deep. But I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep. But there is something evocative about the midwinter sunlight filtering between silver birch trees. An almost primeval feeling that I should build a fire in celebration of the shortest day of the year. The Grey Lady Junction, said to be haunted by the ghost of a murder victim. Seaton Bank Top. Past this point and you're really getting onto the moor. We're now heading north, on Salters Lane, part of an old salt road, connecting Tyne and Wear with Yorkshire. Something in the roadside wood has caught my eye. Not sure if it's the remains of a building, or something else. An optimistic gorse bush, putting out a few tentative flowers. And now we're just about to leave County Durham and enter Sunderland. The enigmatic mounds that sit either side of Salters Lane, the ones I call Gog and Magog, the giants in the earth. The go-kart track, and behind it, Warden Law, the highest point in Sunderland. And now, Salters Lane becomes Hangman's Lane. And we cross the A19 once again. This field feeds both of the sources of the Hendon Burn, my favorite of Sunderland's rivers. Unfortunately, it's surrounded by new development, and I imagine this too will fall to the council's seemingly unquenchable desire for more executive homes. How that might affect the burn remains to be seen. More unaffordable new homes. And something you don't usually expect to see on a building site. A black rabbit. If I was one of the rabbits in Watership Down, I'd probably see that as a bad omen. But I'm not. So I don't. Checking out one of the sources of the Hendon Burn. This was dry when we filmed here a couple of months ago, so it's reassuring to find water flowing here today. The path leads down through Blakeney Woods. The other source of the Hendon Burn is along there. I'm tempted to check it out, but it's past sunset, and we're into twilight, so we'll leave it for another time. The tower blocks of Gilley Law on the horizon. Under the middle of that car park, the two branches of the Hendon Burn join, before passing under the Morrison's supermarket. And we're now heading along Warden Law Lane, and the center of Old Silksworth. A bit of an upmarket enclave nowadays. Doxford House. The average house price around here is around £500,000. Across the road, and into the woods again. And what's that we can see glinting in the dusk? The Hendon Burn again. Gilley Law. And a last look at the Hendon Burn, before it flows under the estate. And this is where we'll end this winter solstice walk. The longest night of the year has begun. We hope you enjoyed this walk through the limited daylight available.